Hello students, welcome to Study Hive. Today we are studying second chapter acids, bases and salts. In our daily life we have come across so many acids and bases. Some of the acids we come across are citric acid in lemon, methanoic acid in ant bites, oxalic acid in tomatoes. Some of the bases are sodium carbonate washing soda, sodium bicarbonate baking soda that we use for the cooking purpose. But in this chapter, we are studying more systematically with their definitions, physical properties, and chemical properties. Let us see the definition of acids. Acids are substances which gives H plus ion in aqueous solution. What are aqueous solution? The solutions in which the solvent is water is called aqueous solution. So acids are the substances which give H plus ions in the aqueous solution. Some example for the acids are hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Let us see the definition of bases. Bases are substances which gives OH minus ion in the aqueous solution. Some example for the bases are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide. We have to see once again. Acids always give H plus ions, bases always gives OH minus ions. Let us see the physical properties of the acids. Acids are sour in taste. We have seen the lemon and other citrus fruits are sour in taste because of presence of the acids. They change the color of blue litmus to red litmus. pH of acids will be below 7. They are soluble in water. Acid solutions are corrosive. What are corrosive? They have the capacity to damage the things which they come contact with. So let us see the physical properties of bases. Bases are bitter in taste. They are soapy to touch. Bases, while they are in concentrated solutions, they are corrosive in nature. Most of the bases dissolve in water. They are called alkalis. They have pH above 7. They turn red litmus to blue. While studying physical properties, we came across some words like pH and litmus paper. So let us study what is pH. pH can be expanded at potential of hydrogen or potence of hydrogen. pH always gives us the information about the concentration of hydrogen ions in any solutions. We have also come across a word called litmus paper. So what is litmus paper? Litmus paper is an indicator. So the indicators are the substances which change their color or their smell when they are exposed to we have come across while studying the physical properties a word called litmus paper. So litmus paper is an indicator. What are indicators? Indicators are the substances which changes their color or the smell when the pH or the H plus ion concentration changes. So they help us to say whether the solution is acidic or basic. Let us see few of the indicators and how they changes in the acidic and basic solutions. First one is litmus paper. Litmus paper changes its color to red when it is in the acidic solution, and when it is in the basic solution it changes to blue color. Phenolphthalein becomes colorless in the acidic solution and a beautiful pink color in the basic solution. Methyl red will be red in acidic solutions and it changes to yellow when it comes in the basic solution. Universal indicator. So universal indicator is made up of mixture of many of the indicators. It changes or it becomes red in the acidic solution and purple in the basic solution. You have to concentrate or stress on these three but not on this as it is not there in your syllabus. So some of the indicators changes their smell when the pH or the H plus ion concentration changes. They are called olfactory indicators. Some examples of the olfactory indicators are clove, vanilla and onion. Let us study the relation between H plus ion concentration and the change in the pH and also acidity and basicity of the solutions. See, I have drawn a pH scale for you. pH scale varies from 0 to 14. In the middle there is 7 where the pH will be neutral. See, from 0 to 7 the solutions having the pH between 0 to 7 will be always acidic, and the solutions which have the pH between 7 to 14 are basic in nature. You can see the yellow color will indicate the concentration of OH minus ions and the green color will indicate the H plus ion concentration. So when you go from 7 towards 0, the concentration of the H plus ion increases. As you see, the area covered with the green increases as you move from 7 towards 0. But when you move from 7 towards 14, the area of the H plus ion concentration goes on decreasing, but OH minus ion concentration goes on increasing. So we can say that as the OH minus ion concentration increases, the basic property of solution increases. As the H plus ion concentration increases, the acidic property of any of the solution goes on increasing. Now let us see the chemical properties of the acids. Here we will study how the acid reacts with different substances. First we are going to study the reaction of the acids with the metals. Acids always reacts with the metal to form salt and hydrogen gas. So see example, H2SO4 reacts with zinc to give zinc sulfate, that is salt, and hydrogen gas. So release of hydrogen gas is seen here, but how to indicate or how to know that hydrogen gas is released? The gas released is hydrogen. How to identify that? So for that we will do a small activity, how to identify the liberation of hydrogen gas. In this we are taking a test tube in which we have poured dilute H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, and some zinc granules. When they both react, we have seen the reaction here, it forms zinc sulfate and also hydrogen gas. So whatever gas released is hydrogen. How to know that? The hydrogen gas always makes the pop sound while burning. So when the hydrogen gas is released, it comes through a tube and it released here. So it forms the hydrogen soap bubbles here. When it reaches outside this beaker, we bring the burning candle here, which makes the pop sound. That indicates that hydrogen gas is released in the reaction. The next reaction what we are seeing is reaction of the acids with metallic oxide. So metallic oxides reacts with acid to form salt and water. Metallic oxide plus acids always gives salt and water. Let us take copper oxide as the metallic oxide and hydrochloric acid, it will form salt, that is copper chloride plus water. Next reaction is reaction of the acids with the bases. Acids and bases always react to form salt and water. The salt and water which is formed is neutral in nature. That's why this reaction is called neutralization reaction. So acid plus bases always gives salt and water. Let us take hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide always gives sodium chloride and water. We can see that both the reactions are similar in which they give salt and water. So what we can see, bases, here also metal oxide. So we can conclude that metal oxides are basic in nature. That's why they are able to form a neutral substance, that is salt and water. So metal oxides are basic in nature. The next one and the last one in the chemical properties of the acids are reaction of acids with metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonates. So metal carbonates or metal hydrogen carbonates, when they react with the acid, they form salt, carbon dioxide and water. Let us say take two examples, that is sodium carbonate and sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium carbonate reacts with hydrochloric acid to form salt, that is sodium chloride, water and carbon dioxide. Metal hydrogen carbonate, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate, reacts with HCl to form NaCl, that is salt plus water plus carbon dioxide. Here in both the cases carbon dioxide is released, but how to identify the release of carbon dioxide? The gases which released are carbon dioxide. How to identify and how to confirm that? So the confirmation test for the carbon dioxide is done here through a small activity. See what we are doing, we are taking a test tube in which we are pouring the hydrochloric acid and either of these two, that is sodium carbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate we are taking. Either of these two we can take, and after reaction they form sodium chloride and also water. Along with that they produces some gases. The gases pass through here as it is closed completely with a cork. It will pass through here and it is passed again in the calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide on reacting with the carbon dioxide always form the precipitate, that is calcium carbonate. Calcium hydroxide on reaction with the CO2, that is carbon dioxide, it will form a precipitate called calcium carbonate. So what happens after reaction? The precipitate will become white, and due to this precipitate the whole solution in the test tube will turn into a milky liquid. So that is the identification of calcium carbonate, and it is the confirmation test for the release of carbon dioxide gas. Now let us learn few chemical properties of the bases. So what happens when the base reacts with the metal? Bases always reacts with the metal and forms salt and liberates hydrogen gas. But this reaction is not possible with all the metals. With only few metals it can release the hydrogen gas. So see, base plus metals will give salt and hydrogen gas. This is called general formula. We are taking example of NaOH. Sodium hydroxide reacts with zinc to form sodium zincate and hydrogen gas is released. Next reaction what we are seeing is reaction of the bases with the acids. So bases and the acids reacts to form a neutral substance, that is salt and water. Both are neutral in nature. So this reaction, that's why is called neutralization reaction. The next reaction what we are seeing is reaction with the metallic oxide. It is not possible because metallic oxides are basic in nature. They are bases. We have seen while studying chemical properties of the acids, we have seen that metallic oxides reacts with the acids to form salt and water. So by that we have concluded that metallic oxides are basic in nature. So the two bases cannot react with each other. That's why we can conclude that the bases cannot react with the metallic oxides. In the next video, I am going to teach you about the salts, how they are formed, their physical properties and chemical properties. If you have any doubts regarding these concepts, what I have taught in this video, please do comment in the comment box. If you have liked this video, please do subscribe, share with your friends and like the video. Thank you.